Comedy bang bang, 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 comedy bang bang.
The bagel burglar has struck again. This time she's stolen all our donuts. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang. Thank you, the glorious JACOB, for that wonderful catchphrase submission. And welcome to Comedy Bang Bang for yet another episode. We are really clocking them up. Is that a thing? Clocking them up. I mean, we've had a lot of episodes. I'm getting a lot of very supportive nods in the room. Thank you so much, everyone. What an episode we have today as well. We're going to have Golden Globe winning actress of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Rachel Bloom will be here on the program, and we also have this is important, I think, because we have a new administration in the White House, and it's very business focused. So we have a couple of entrepreneurs on the episode. We have our old friend Peter Finn will be here, and someone we haven't met before. So that's very exciting. Going to talk about business. I am Scott Aukerman, of course, and to my left over here is a man who's been on the show many times, and I believe the last time we saw you was at Christmas. You were trying to win a car.
Yes, I did not win the car.
You didn't win the car?
No, I did not. I walked here.
Oh, okay. Well,
yes.
I'll take that as evidence. Our friend Ming is back. Hello, Ming.
Hello. You mentioned the bagels. Why did someone invent the bagels? You don't.
Is this a riddle?
No.
To get to eat them on the other side. Wait, I'm not sure what we're doing.
You have a donut, right? Everybody loves donuts. They're great. And then someone says, "I'm going to make another donut that is terrible," and then call it a bagel.
That's true. A donut without icing that's harder.
Why?
That's less cake-like.
It's not a good idea.
Yeah, there's something that you'll have to put cream cheese or salmon onto in order to make it even taste good. Lox,
Salmon. Yeah, no, you're right. I am not questioning you. I'm questioning the people who invented this.
I've never really wanted to use salmon as a condiment to make something taste better until a bagel.
And if you have to use salmon to make it taste better, then it's a very terrible idea.
Right? I agree.
It's like this steak is only good if you spread a salmon sauce on it. Then that's a bad steak.
Right, I agree.
Right.
But you're not here to talk about bagels, are you?
No, but I am here to just pose questions to you and others and see if we can get some answers.
Right. The first time you came here, you were interested in the field of sports.
For a while, I was, but not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah, that lasted about one episode, I recall.
Yes.
And now what are you into these days? It's a new year. We haven't seen you in 2017.
It's been a while. Just a last idea on sports. Do you just hum?
I hummed something, yes.
Okay. If you are talking and I don't want to hear you, I'm going to hum.
Okay. It wasn't I didn't want to hear you. You said something. You said a catchphrase from the show.
Do not make a fool out of me. Okay?
Look, Ming, back off. You're getting really close to me right now. Okay? Get out of my personal space.
I will grab your collar.
Doesn't sound that bad.
But it's sends a message without being illegal.
Mm-hmm. When you said, "I will grab your car," I thought I was in trouble, but then you ended it with lar.
Yes.
So one last thing about sports?
One last thing is just if you sped up the baseball game a little bit, nobody would be mad.
No one would. Around
a little bit.
Around inning 4, I'm usually done.
Yeah.
Or
only watch the last 4 innings.
Hey, there we go.
Then you get the ending too.
Oh, that would be great. So they play the first 5 before the crowd gets in there, and then they open the gates.
Yes.
You're caught up on the score.
Yes, here's what it's
You can maybe
on.
see a 3-minute highlight reel.
Yes.
And
what else is the Jumbotron for but just quick highlights?
Right. And then they say, play ball. Crack of the bat, you're there.
Now everybody has fun and it did not ruin 13 hours of your life.
Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it?
It's terrible.
And extra innings, how do you feel about those?
just tell everybody on the way home
what happened.
The extra innings are radio only while you're driving home.
Right.
That's it.
Trying to get out of the parking lot.
That's it. You should not be allowed to have a sport that you can eat. The players can eat during. That's not a sport if you can eat while you are playing.
Right. You get like soccer, you're not ever seeing anyone like chomping down on a hot dog while they're kicking the ball around.
But I am pretty sure.
Nor do you during baseball, I guess.
But but I don't know of a rule. If somebody took a corn dog onto the right field and they ate it, A, it would not affect their play. And B, I don't think it is actually against the rule.
Have you ever actually seen anyone eating on the field?
Well, I have seen them chewing, so maybe they just stuff the corn dog in before they run out.
Right, yeah.
But I did not see him holding the corn dog stick.
Right, okay.
So, no.
So that was your last thing about sports.
That's it. I'm done with sports.
You're done with sport. You're never going to watch another sport?
Well, if I do, I'll let you know.
Okay. What are you into now? What's going on with Ming in 2017?
I'm trying to look at bigger picture things in the world to say, how can we do better? Right? 2017 is it's a big year. It's like try to advance society, right?
Right.
On the way in, I saw the fire extinguisher where you have to break the glass to get the fire extinguisher.
Sure, yeah. We have those on every floor here.
I would like to question this because why you got to do something very dangerous to deal with danger situation?
Yeah, it's a double danger.
This is not a good idea.
It seems to me it's more like in case of danger, here's a pillow.
Right. You say, sit on this pillow, and then we will release the fire extinguisher.
Right, exactly. Right? It'll relax you a little more.
Yes, because you're already tense, and now you're like, I got to put my hand through the glass. Well, this is like a Die Hard movie all of a sudden.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. What are fire extinguishers so precious that we need to put them behind glass that we have to break?
It's like, and here is the logic. It's like if my house is flooding and it says, well, to fix this, I need to just run through fire to fix it. Run through the fire and to turn off the pipe for the water.
Right. I guess that you could make a case that the fire would evaporate the water.
But the fire is in the next door.
Right. Okay. That's a good point. So if your house is flooding, go next door, run through a fire, and that'll fit. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
Does not make sense.
Yeah.
Okay. I have another fix for society.
Okay.
Have you ever been to the Time Warner cable offices? Now they have a bulletproof glass like a bank.
They do, really?
They do.
To what? Protect the cable boxes, or?
It's like the post office where it's like if you're gonna get mad at the employees, is to protect them because they're so shitty to you.
Right. So they take it into account that the employees are going to be incredibly shitty to the customers.
Yes.
So they put them behind bulletproof glass.
Their policies and their behavior are so bad that they protect them with bulletproof glass. Now, I would like to propose a law that says you only have bulletproof glass at a bank, and that's it. If you are going to be so shitty to your customers,
you're going to get shot.
You're going to have to fight.
Right.
You must fight.
Right. In fact, there should maybe be a pillow between the two of you.
Yes, just a pillow. And then if you burst through, first it seems like, this is sexy.
Yeah, maybe that solves all your problems and it de-escalates the situation.
De-escalate, but allows a little bit of contact.
Right, yeah. So you roll around a little bit on the pillow and maybe it's like, hey, this isn't so bad. And you laugh and you go, we have fun.
Yeah, and it's
the Time Warner person goes, let me give you a month for free and everything's fine.
Everything's fine. And I don't mind that, your guy never showed up.
Right. You have a lot of glass-themed issues with the world.
The world is a sharp place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you go around, when you go around the world, do you often look at things and go, there's some glass. What do I think about that? Or there's some glass.
Sometimes, sometimes I don't see it. If they cleaned it really well, then I just don't even know it's glass.
Mm-hmm. Sherlock spoilers.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Are you trying to make a fool of me?
Back.
If you do.
So don't grab my collar. Don't grab my collar.
I got your collar.
Don't. Ow. That's not my collar. That's my neck fat.
Well, that's a problem for you and your doctor.
Okay. Look, Ming, we have to welcome our first guest.
We have to.
But I want to talk to you more about your issues with the world as well. Feel free to chime in at any point on this. And you're going to act as my co-host here.
That's fine.
So when we talk to our first guest, please, anything germane to the conversation that comes up, just blurt it out.
Okay, I will do this.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Let's get to it. I mentioned it before. She is a renowned actress and writer, and probably other things that I don't know about that she keeps secret. And we can maybe try to guess those. So if you have some guesses, Ming, throw them out.
I like that you are building up her mystery. This is a good technique for your guess. I have a feeling that she is probably also very concerned with danger.
With danger?
Yes.
Meaning trying to avoid or trying to rush headlong?
Or trying to create a little bit, but not let it get out of hand. And then, a little bit like us, Munchausen.
A Munchausen syndrome?
Yeah, I'm going to make the baby sick, and then I'm going to be the hero.
Right.
To help the baby.
So sort of like a Tom Cruise situation of, running in and trying to save people, and we don't know whether those are set up situations or not.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great.
She's the Tom Cruise of her life.
I would hope that she is the Tom Cruise of her life and no one else is the Tom Cruise of her life.
I hope so.
Let us all be the Tom Cruises of our own lives.
Yes.
She has won a Golden Globe, something that I don't even know anyone who's ever been on this. We've had Oscar winners before, but Golden Globe winners?
I must know where she keeps it. I must know.
Oh, you gotta know. Yeah, save
mystery.
that. Save that.
Mystery.
Save it until she gets out here because I really want to hear that too.
So much mystery.
Yeah, I wonder if she uses it as a doorstop.
Oh, practical, and also you can't miss it.
Yeah, exactly. She is the star and creator or co-creator. I'm not sure.
Co-creator.
Oh gosh, what an interesting voice of the show Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which airs Friday nights on the CW at, I'm going to guess, I don't have that info in front of me, but I'm going to go with 1 p.m.
No, it airs at 9 p.m. on Friday nights.
9 p.m. on Friday nights.
Yes.
Wow, she's never been on the show before, but I'm getting some information about her just from her voice that I never really knew about her. Please welcome Rachel Bloom.
Hello, thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for having me here.
My
Rachel.
pleasure. It's so great to meet you. This is Ming.
Oh, hello, Ming. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I had a friend.
I love your one glove.
Thank you very much. It's in case I need to pick up something hot, I'm ready. But also
to break through that glass on the fire extinguisher.
Break through glass, but then I don't want to have two gloves all the time. Then be that guy.
Yeah, you don't want to be the gloved one.
No,
that was Michael Jackson. But it's weird that you're keeping it on like a little sort of keychain. One of those like wallet keychains that you have.
Is it weird or is it so I don't lose it?
I mean, it's a great key for not losing it.
What's the last thing you lost?
Gosh, I guess my virginity about a week ago. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke. I probably lost. I probably lost. Well, I mean, one loses things for a while, then one finds. Do you mean permanently lost?
Like you can't find the remote or your glasses or something.
Sure, both of those are true. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say the remote.
Keep it on the keychain. Done.
Your keychain is massive.
Yeah.
There's a lot of items on this.
There's a lot of items.
Let's go through those. What is on there?
Okay. Well, this is stamps.
There are 3 teddy bears on it.
Why 3?
Oh, because I have 3 teddy bears.
Right.
So if I only had 2, there would only be 2.
Do you keep all of your possessions on there, or?
Yes.
It's a good thing you didn't win that car.
Well, or maybe it would help because walking here, I'm so tired. My calves are enormous.
Yeah, I wanted to say, and you're wearing really short shorts to show them off.
Yeah, well, no, it's not to show them off. It's to keep air, to keep them cool.
Right,
Because
yeah.
they're always working.
I think you seem to have a spatula with a photo of Whoopi Goldberg on it.
Yeah.
Yes, this is for my whoopie cakes too. I make a whoopie cakes.
Right.
People make for the kids, they make a Mickey Mouse pancakes. I
Sure.
make a whoopie pancakes.
Right. Do you have a photo of those at all, or?
Yes, that's also on my keychain.
Oh, okay. Let me take a look at that.
It's right there.
Yes.
Oh,
wow.
That looks
Okay.
a lot like
Yes.
Whoopi Goldberg. I
Yeah,
have
so
to
it's
say.
sort of like the batter is sort of like spattered to look like dreadlocks.
Yes.
Is that? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, and then and a lot of very loose, sort of comfortable clothes. She always wears comfortable clothes.
And those glasses sort of down on the tip of her
Glasses
nose.
on
Yeah,
the
that's
tip of
how do
the
you
nose.
all the detail on those pancakes. And there's a dinosaur pancake next to her as well. Is that on tribute to the film?
Jurassic Park. Yes,
Right. Okay.
yes. I love this film.
Yeah.
I don't understand the sequels because it's like, come on, guys, learn your lesson.
Right. Yeah.
But the first one is great because this is the appropriate amount of time to figure out this is a bad idea.
This is a bad idea, but after that, everyone knows it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Let's escalate, our response to the problem.
Yes. Now, Rachel.
Yes.
I had a friend say to me, "Oh, I know her. Give her a hug for me." But I'm not going to do it because I think that's weird.
Well, I'm English and we don't really hug.
Okay.
We very cordially touch our index fingers together.
So he's not a great friend because
No.
he...
Was E.T. English?
Yes, that's where it came from.
Really?
Phone home is actually an English phrase for get my umbrella.
It is. So E.T. wanted Elliot to get his umbrella?
Phone home. It's raining. Phone home.
Wow, so interesting.
my umbrella.
Rachel, I welcome to the show first
Thank
off.
you so much for
and,
having me. Yeah,
it's
thank
so
you.
great to finally have you on, and big fan of the show. But I guess I had no idea until now because I've only seen you on television, or the telly, I guess as you would
Yes,
call it.
yes.
Is the telly stands for TV?
I
or?
don't watch television. I only go out to see theatre. So I don't really know what people call it. But I imagine that people must call it telly.
Right. Well, it's short. It shortens it, so
Yes.
one would presume that would be a good nickname.
It makes it more efficient.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think that language should be as long and drawn out as possible.
Yeah,
So
I
I
noticed
don't
you didn't
use-
say ASAP there.
No,
or-
as soon as I can possibly get there, I will be there.
ASICPGTIWGT.
That's your anachronism.
Again, I don't. My favorite word is inaugurism. Actually,
Inaugurism?
it's an aneurysm that you have when you are
Every 4 years.
every 4 years. Yes, quiet.
Rachel,
Yes.
but I didn't know that on the show on the telly,
Yes.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend
Yes.
In its second season,
Yes, currently, yes.
on the CW,
Yes.
acclaim, awards, the like. I didn't.
Facts are just falling out of your mouth randomly.
That's right.
It's almost as if your brain is broken and it's just facts are falling out like it's a problem.
Thank you, I guess, Ming. What a wonderful co-host you are. But I guess I didn't realize that you were English. I had always presumed you were American.
No, I am. I was raised in Kentonshire.
Kentonshire.
Yes,
That's a beautiful country.
Kentonshire, and I studied at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts actually, and
Did they know when you studied there? Because did they know you were studying there, or did you just go and do it?
I have literally no idea what you're talking about.
Were you
So-
invited to do it, or did,
Yes, you-
did you just force yourself in
look,
there?
Ming, I think that we can assume if one of our guests says a piece of information that they did it the normal way. We don't. Not everything has to be an investigation.
I will start to make giant assumptions. Okay?
No, it's not a giant assumption. Rachel said she studied at the Academy of Dramatic Arts.
Okay.
You can assume that she was invited.
I will. I have to now.
Not everyone has an angle they're working.
Okay.
All right.
We have established this.
Okay, great.
Okay.
So you studied at the Academy, Royal Academy.
the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts, RADA, as people sometimes say. They add an R to RADA. I studied at
Like
RADA.
radar.
It's kind of like radar, but it's not. Never is. The word radar is actually banned at RADA, just so that we don't confuse. A plane once crashed into RADA because of that reason, and
Really? Because they got
they
confused
said
about radar.
radar and RADA, and a plane crashed.
Oh, no.
Yes.
That's
Many
so
people,
terrible.
a whole generation of Shakespearean actors died.
I wondered why
An
no one did
entire-
Shakespeare after about 1960.
That's why they all died.
Generation. Wow.
So I studied mainly Shakespeare, and then
The Immortal Bard.
the Immortal Bard, and I played roles like Juliet and King Lear and
King Lear, wow.
Yes,
amazing.
Did you change it to Queen Lear, or was it?
No, no.
So it was not like a Ghostbusters situation.
It was not a.
What would the Ghostbusters movie, the new one?
Yes.
Would it have been better if it had been women in the part, but they were playing men? So they got into makeup, like you playing King Lear.
I mean, that's obviously very the opposite of Shakespearean times when
Sure, men would play women.
Men would play women. So I actually think that would have been a very interesting avant-garde decision. I mean, I have not seen a blockbuster film in decades.
You mean
probably,
one
at this point.
from because the company went
went
under,
out of
that's
business.
why-
That might be why you
That's
haven't
why you
seen it.
didn't see one.
Oh, they did.
You can't rent anything from them anymore.
Yeah.
I haven't because I haven't seen a blockbuster film, and
Right.
Where do you get your films? You just iTunes or?
Yes. Redbox.
People.
You should try
just,
Redbox.
I just walk down the street and I wait for things to be projected in front of me.
Oh, interesting. Like art installations.
Yes, anything that's projected in front of me, I will watch.
You would do great in Star Wars type of future.
Yeah.
Because they love to project things like out. Like,
Yeah, like holograms, and
Look at
R2D2 did
Yes.
that. Ben
Right.
Kenobi, you're my only hope. Like you'd be the prime demo for that.
Yes.
Yes, I've never seen those films.
You've never seen the Star Wars films?
No, I haven't.
She doesn't watch anything but live theater, so unless
don't
they
watch
did
anything but
Star
live
Wars
theater.
the play, she hasn't seen it.
Unless they do a Star Wars play, yeah.
I mean, that's not such a bad idea. There's a Harry Potter play. Have you seen that?
That is, I have. Oh, Harry Potter.
She doesn't like it. I can tell by
It's
what her
fine.
face is doing.
It's fine. It's just
The Boy Who Lived?
Did you say it's fine? Fine is a 4-letter word. It is.
What? Fine?
Fine is a 4-letter word.
Yes.
It's fine. Who wants to
I'm sorry,
be told
my,
that about anything?
I'm
Yeah,
so
it's
sorry. My
fine.
publicist did not say that Ming would be here.
I
understood this would be a kind of inside the actor's studio.
I apologize.
Conversation
I
about the play.
and I do want to get deep. I want to totally
inside
WTF
us
the shit
studio.
out of this here. But Ming, I'm sorry. He comes by every once in a while.
I'm here.
Ming, I have to say, you reek of pumpkin.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm very big on Halloween and I won't let it go. You don't have to only celebrate in October. People say you do, but pumpkins exist now.
Yeah,
Why not?
that's true. Are you dressing up on off days?
I dress up whenever I would like. I also do not think Olympics can only be every 4 years. I like to watch people swim every year.
So what are you doing? Going to the beach?
Yes. Every people swim when it's not Olympic times, and then
Right.
I will give them a medal if I think they swim very well.
There's so many medals on your keychain.
Yes, that's for when
Many
I go to the
medals.
beach.
What's the criteria of if you think they did well?
Well, first of all, if they just got back to shore,
Okay, that's a low bar.
but that's just the
point.
first
Oh, okay.
requirement.
Okay.
Then the second requirement is they did not interrupt anyone else's fun times.
Okay, so the people who are like coming back into shore and accidentally splashing around and,
Right.
and soaking a toddler.
Because there's always, toddlers.
Mm-hmm.
There's always the lady who's like, I just want to get waist deep. And then the guy swim by and he gets a little
Right,
water
messes
in
up her
her
hairdo,
hair.
yeah.
Then that guy, he's not going to get a medal.
Right, okay. So is that it? Just the two? Or
And then there's also, I watch for when they're also what they do after the water. So
wait, you follow them home?
not just for the beach activities.
Oh,
like,
okay. So you follow them around the beach.
I watch, say, who deals with the sandy feet well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And what do you say dealing with it well is? Is it washing your feet off in the little shower, the cold shower that they have? Or
Yes,
And
some
then
peop-
immediately putting on a pair of flip-flops?
Yes, because the people who just get in their car without washing off their feet, who are these people?
Yeah. I mean, that's hell for the car wash people.
Well, if you can afford it.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Who's making assumptions now?
Well, I have a car. You don't even
Right.
have one of those.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, Rachel, so sorry about this, but let's get into your career. I mean, you were born in Kensington, you said? Kensingshire?
Kentonshire.
Kentonshire, yes, correct. And you studied there. And then when did you make your way over to the jolly old USA?
Well, I came out here to audition for some films.
You will star in blockbuster films, but you will not.
Oh yes,
watch
but I
them.
won't read the scripts. I will only I'll only learn the lines phonetically.
Okay. Do you? So you don't understand the lines as you're saying them.
no,
You learn them phonetically.
In fact,
So-
on the television show I'm on now, I have not the faintest idea what I'm saying half the time.
Really?
I just learn it by sound. I learn it sonically. Yeah.
So will they
Sonically.
in your script say you have to say pick up the phone? Will it give you like a puh? It'll read puh.
So,
eh.
so when you learn Shakespeare, there is something called the International Phonetic Alphabet.
Certainly.
Which is how you...
Eliza Skinner. No, not Eliza Skinner.
Emily Skinner.
Emily Skinner.
No.
What's her name?
IPA. It's like a beer. IPA.
American Standard, et cetera, et cetera. The Skinner method.
Or
Yes,
the
it's the
IPA.
Skinner. It's the Skinner method. I've gone a bit daft today, and I've forgotten what it is. But the Skinner method, IPA. So my lines for Crazy X are just written out as IPA. So it would say, pick. It would be P, and then I would be the sign for I.
Right.
K is kind of a lowercase
K, right.
Up the phone. Then you have a schwa there. So I learn things phonetically as if it's a different language.
That is so incredible, and you look like you actually are meaning what you're saying and understand what you're saying.
Well, I mean what the sounds say. Pick up the phone.
Sonically.
An interesting thing. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone.
So
So
you
much
just-
comes from the sound.
Do you give every option for the editor? So you just
do.
you just do those right in a row,
I
and then
do.
they can pick whichever one makes
It
sense.
takes us 20 days to film every episode, and they're so kind and patient with me.
Wow. It's worth it because it is a dynamite show.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And you created it. How did you do that without knowing what the situation was or the writing?
The
or?
medium.
Well, sure. Well, luckily, I have a co-writer who's actually American. Her name's Aline Brosh McKenna, and she's a screenwriter. And she was contemplating doing a kind of modern day Midsummer's Night's Dream.
Oh, certainly. Yes.
I met her for an audition, and she was like, "I want to create a show about a young woman." And I said, "Well, I will only do television if I'm credited as co-creator." And she said, "But that's not fair. You're not a writer." And I said, "Well, take it or leave it."
Oh, this sounds like a terrible conversation.
Yes, and so I'm credited, but I do nothing.
Did she use her middle name before she met you?
Brosh is her maiden name is Brosh. Her married name is McKenna.
Did she always throw that out before she met you? Because you seem like a type of person that would force people to use 3 names.
I do. Yes. Well, so her original name was Aline McKenna, and I said that won't do.
That's not enough.
You need more names.
Your mouth needs more.
My full name is Rachel Windsor.
Wait, the psi is part of your name?
Whoa.
Yes.
Once
It's
again,
Rachel.
phonetics.
And there's like a parenthetical and it says size and
Yes.
then end parentheses?
That's excellent.
Interesting.
Rachel Windsor Buckingham Bloom the 7th.
Buckingham Bloom the 7th.
Buckingham. My ancestors built Buckingham Palace.
Really?
So they were pretty low on the totem pole.
Yeah.
They were mid
Mid-pole?
Mid-pole.
They were mid-pole. Well, there's a pole in the center of London,
Right.
where you can,
The famous London
everyone
pole.
and everyone's family name is on that pole.
Right. I've been to London a couple of times recently with the tour. Mike Hanford and I went to the pole, and
Yes.
we were just looking at everyone's names.
And of course, the royal family is the top of the pole.
Right,
They're
yeah.
They have to be.
They're the penis head of the pole. if you
Certainly,
will.
they're at the little hole coming out of the penis.
They're the
things spurt out of.
They're the urethra dick tip of the pole.
Yes.
And then you go down the shaft of the pole.
The
And
meatus. A meatus is a technical term for
I've never heard that.
that part of the penis. Yes.
Meatus?
Meatus, yeah. Which is it's
It's
ironic,
ghastly, isn't it?
It is because meat is right there in the name of it.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
It's terrible. Although there is an English dish that is just cooked penis.
Cooked penis. You guys eat cooked penis?
Oh my goodness.
For
Oh,
what?
it's quite delightful.
For what meal?
I don't want it.
For what meal?
For any meal? For
It's
breakfast?
usually it's usually a midday snack at tea time.
Okay, and
I'd
so
rather have a bagel. It's a punishment, but it's not that much a punishment.
right, yeah.
It's quite delightful.
Do people get sort of cheeky with it and they pick it up on their fork and then they pretend to deep throat it and
Well,
then
you
they
know what,
then they go ha 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 and then they just bite down on it.
I mean, lower class people do. People who are lower on the pole.
Lower on the pole.
But I'm mid shaft on that pole, and so we started out as a lower class, and we have since over the years ascended. And I was really, I was very very proper. You were asking what else I do. I was an equestrian. I learned how to play polo. And really, acting it called to me. And I'm frankly appalled that I'm on, as you say, telly. I've never watched the show. I don't quite know what it's about. But it's lovely.
It seems to me, if I were to say what it's about,
Yes,
it's about
please.
a young woman played by you who starts the show off as a very needy person, needing of attention and love, and puts herself in a very odd situation, giving up her entire career in order to move to a town where her high school crush has landed, and in the middle of, it seems like, Central California, and then gets into a lot of situations and finds a group of friends around her.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
No, it doesn't sound good, does it?
No, it doesn't. Huh.
Right.
Oh, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Dear.
Multiple situations, huh? That sounds exciting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one per episode usually per
just
character.
one per episode.
Yeah.
I have a question. I have a theory that every TV show, one character is a ghost. Is one of the characters on your TV show a ghost? And if so, which
First of
one?
all, before she answers,
Yes.
which characters on which television shows are a ghost to you?
Well, do you ever watch the Barefoot Contessa?
Sure.
She cooks things. I think her husband is a ghost.
You think her husband is a ghost?
Jeffrey. Jeffrey is a ghost.
Okay.
Yes.
What? All right. So let's take another show that maybe people have, say Friends. Who's the ghost on Friends?
On Friends, I think it's definitely Phoebe.
Phoebe's the ghost. Yeah, because
Phoebe's the
she's singing those songs, and people are probably not hearing them, because if they were to hear them, they would sit her down and say, "Phoebe, your songs are terrible."
She definitely, and the monkey would always look at her in the early season when they had the monkey. She would
'Cause
look at
monkeys
her
can
like a
see
little
ghosts.
bit like, ooh, yeah. Monkeys have the ghost.
They have an
sense.
eye into the paranormal.
Yes.
Yeah, interesting.
What
Yes.
about Wings? That's the one show I was in a hotel room one time, and I decided to turn on the television, and I saw an episode of the show Wings. So that is the one television show I do know.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. How'd you like it?
Yeah, well, it was delightful, really. People who work in an airport, and they have a tiny airline called Sandpaper, and they're dating each other.
Wow, you really remember a lot about
Yes. I think
Stuck with me.
Tony Shalhoub was the ghost.
it. Yeah.
Tony Shalhoub.
Is he the ghost in Monk as well?
No, that's what's funny. Then he's not a ghost in Monk.
Oh, okay. Is there a television show where the lead character is the ghost?
Definitely.
Oh, yeah?
Jack Tripper.
Oh, in Three's Company.
Three's Company.
Okay,
He's
yeah.
the ghost.
The whole situation seems fishy to me. Pretending
Right?
to be gay in order to get a room, and and
It's
then
an outdated premise.
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Okay, so is there a ghost, Rachel, on your show?
Well, again, I can't. I'm trying to think of times that I've just.
Are you saying your name? I just heard a lot of wind, and I didn't know if you were saying your
No,
name.
this is how I think. I think. What?
She's thinking out loud.
If I had to pick one, I mean, I would say that maybe my character is a ghost.
Oh, okay, yeah. But then
Interesting.
again, you don't really know what the situation is, or
don't.
your character. or
Oh, I
anything.
don't. No. But I play a little bit like a ghost.
Have you ever read in any of your scripts the phonetic b sound followed by oo?
Oh.
Boo. Wait, let me do it as she would do it. Boo. No.
No,
I
okay. So
haven't.
then she's probably not a ghost.
Well,
It was
if you-
fun to watch that transformation just now.
That really was. So say boo like you're in your own voice,
Boo.
right? And now say it in your character's voice.
Let me get into it. Boo.
It's definitely harder for you in real life to breathe and exert energy than it is for your character
yes,
to breathe
yes.
and just be.
After I spend 20 days filming an episode of Crazy Ex, I hibernate for a full month.
Really?
It takes all of my energy, really.
So you just fall right asleep, and do you have like a big pot of honey or something like that that
Yes.
you?
Similar to bears, do you just eat enough for the month, one sitting, and then go down?
No, actually, what I do is I eat pure bear meat.
Oh,
okay,
that's
wow.
a
That is an English
real
delicacy.
fuck you to bears. I'm gonna steal your
whole way of sleeping.
situation, and I'm gonna eat you too.
how
You
you
must
can-
hate bears.
I really do hate bears. Yes, I do hate bears. But really, it takes a lot of energy. Yeah, I'll do it. I'm trying to think of a line that I would do on the show, and I'll show you how tired I get.
Okay.
Let me do it. Okay, hold on. Josh, is that you?
Oh, she just went right
She
to
just
sleep.
went to sleep.
Oh, poor little thing.
Should we let her sleep or should we wake her up because she's in the middle of an
Maybe
interview?
we should do how you would wake up a bear. Would you like, maybe you would like,
I would throw something from far away.
or maybe like bang on a pot or something.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, bear! Hey, get out of here!
Hey, look.
Get out of here!
Hey, look.
Get out of here! Hey!
Bears. Look, a picnic basket.
I'm awake.
Wow, what a fascinating. Welcome back.
Yes, thank you.
What a fascinating glimpse into the process of an actor. That's
Yes.
really wow.
It was my method. It's called the dream method.
The dream method. And
Yes.
why is it called that? Because I don't know that dreams factored into. Meaning you dream after you
Yes, a dream
actually
comes
perform the job.
Yes, all of my actor preparation comes after I do the role.
After you do it.
Post preparation.
Post-duration.
Post.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's-
take the pre right out of that. It's more like paration.
It's after method.
That
Yes.
is excellent.
Fantastic.
Yes,
Wow,
yes.
this
It's
is
like a toll booth operator that has to chase the car
right.
for the money.
That's such a
right.
beautiful simile. Ning.
You know, it's like you are not allowed to collect until they're driving away.
You're
Right?
forced to stay in your booth.
Yes.
And is that a bulletproof glass situation, or will you allow them that, or no?
My law will say no.
Okay, so
nobody
no.
but banks.
Okay, so
Nobody
they're
but
forced to stay in there, and at a certain
Yes.
point, do they get like a starting gun or something like that? Like once
Yes, when the arm
when the arm
bar
goes up, that's
and-
like go,
Go.
and that's when you chase after the person.
Yes.
Fascinating.
Yes.
Well, guys, we need to take a break here. Can you both stick
Oh,
around?
I brought some of my medium well done penis if anyone wants it.
Oh, God,
goodness.
I'm going to need that much more cooked if I'm going to bite into that.
Okay, all right. That's
Like,
it's not a problem. I'm
Just
English.
really, I just like black, just charred black.
Oh, you want? Oh, you're a fancy man then. That's how the queen eats her penis.
Oh, look, I'm looking at her plate. She has a taint attached. It's disgusting.
Yeah, she has a what attached?
The taint.
The taint attached. Oh, yeah. Does it always come with a taint, much like a ribeye will come with the bone?
Oh, well, it's the equivalent actually. Yes, the taint retains a lot of moisture. So what you want to do is cut a little bit of the dick and then dip it in the taint.
Dip it in the taint, yeah.
Deep
For
in
the-
the taint,
for the-
like salmon. It's like the salmon sauce
Right, yeah.
of the bagel.
Yeah, if you have to use taint as a condiment, that's another thing that
It's
I just
probably
don't
not
know.
good.
You know, I'm English.
Right.
So.
All right. Well, let's take a break. When we come back, Rachel will be return with us, and also Ming will be here. And oh boy, two entrepreneurs on the same episode. This is a business special episode of Comedy Bang Bang. We'll be right back after this. You know what you used to do when you wanted to hire someone for your business? You used to make up a little sign that said "Now hiring," and you'd put it in the window of your business, right? Well, or here's another one. Classified ads. You used to put a thing in the classified ads hoping that someone would read the newspaper. But look, neither of these things exist anymore usually. You don't have a big window. People don't read newspapers. What do? If you're hiring, where do you post your job to find the best candidates? And just posting your job in one place, it's not good enough to find quality candidates. So if you want to find the perfect hire, you need to post your job on all the top job sites. And now you can. And what with? Let me tell you, ZipRecruiter. That's right. You knew it was coming. ZipRecruiter already has 9 million resumes you can search through in their database. You can add multiple people to your account and make it the most efficient for your team to find the best hire. With ZipRecruiter.com, you can post your job to 100 plus job sites, including social media networks and like Facebook and Twitter, all with but the click of a mouse, my dear boy. ZipRecruiter is a search engine for finding and posting jobs. Find candidates in any city or industry nationwide. Just post once and watch your qualified candidates roll in to ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. There's no juggling emails. There's no calls to your office. Quickly screen all the candidates, rate them, hire the right person fast. It's that easy. If you have any issues, ZipRecruiter's friendly and human beings They're not aliens. They're humans. They're not computers. ZipRecruiter's friendly support staff is ready to help. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by over 1 million businesses. That's a lot of... Are there even that many businesses on the earth? Turns out there are, and they all use ZipRecruiter. As featured on Forbes, Wall Street Journal, Time Magazine, The New York Times, TechCrunch, and CBS, ZipRecruiter's website shows trending career fields, cities, and searches. And right now, my listeners can post jobs on ZipRecruiter for free by going to ziprecruiter.com/CBB. That's ziprecruiter.com/ZBB. One more time, want to make sure we get it right. For free, go to ziprecruiter.com/CBB. Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here. Ming is here.
Hello.
He's just been rifling through his possessions on his keychain.
Yes.
They're all still there. We haven't stolen anything.
I was not trying to imply anyone is stealing anything. I was looking for an Advil.
Oh, okay. Wait, do you have those through a keychain?
Yes.
Not the bottle, the actual pills?
Individual Advil pills. Does anybody want one?
No, I think I'm good.
I'll take an Advil.
All right, here you go.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
There you are. You're going to want to pop it off slowly so that the keychain it's a retractable. It's going to snap back.
Oh, yeah. God, that's caught on your lip. Ow. Oh, God.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
No, I like it. I quite like that.
This is something out of Hellraiser.
That's delicious.
Yeah. We also have Rachel Bloom.
Rachel
Rachel.
Bloom, Kensington, Windsor, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
The third, the eighth, the seventh?
Seventh.
Seven.
And she's here, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, CW, 9 p.m., Friday nights. And how many more? This is, of course, February 6th. How many more episodes do we have this season?
Is February 6th?
Yes.
None.
None. Wait, it's all done?
Oh, our season finale was 3 days ago.
Oh.
If this is indeed February
This is,
6th.
You know what?
Much like your process, this is a post-promotion.
It actually is not February 6th.
What's today's date?
It is January 30th. And therefore, the season finale is this Friday.
The season finale is this Friday, yes.
Season finale this Friday.
Yes.
People can see it. And
then it will be on Netflix 8 days hence.
8 days after that?
All of season 2 will be on Netflix.
All of season, really? That's such a short window.
We're already on Netflix in the UK.
That's what Ringo Starr called a week, by the way. 8 days. Do you know who Ringo Starr is?
I know him well, and he does not like jokes like that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
They study him in school where she's from.
Peace and love,
He's
Jim.
the George Washington.
We do.
out
We
there.
take only Ringo's songs and we treat them like soliloquies and we break them down.
Oh, really? I'd love to hear one of those.
Ringo has only actually written in iambic pentameter.
I'd like to be under the sea
in an octopus's
garden in
yes,
the shade.
Exactly.
That's what I'd never realized that.
Yes,
oh my
yes,
gosh.
yes.
So is iambic pentameter just when you
When someone goes da da ba da ba do ba da ba boo.
So you sound like somebody's keep giving you the Heimlich.
Exactly, yeah.
That's iambic
That's what
pentameter.
Shakespeare. That's a lot of Shakespeare's plays sound like people are just continually
Just everybody's choking.
choking. Yeah.
No, because we often say that the words are choked within you until you Heimlich them out with iambic pentameter.
Till you Heimlich them out.
That's what I took a masterclass with Dame Helen Mirren, and that's how she acts.
Amazing.
Yes.
Dame.
Dame. That's kind of a weird title to give someone, like Dame. Hey, this Dame over here,
It's
You know what I mean?
it's such an American thing to say.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much. I assume that's a compliment.
Well,
let's get to our next guest. Boy, he's an entrepreneur. I'm fascinated with people who start small businesses and pull themselves up by their bootstraps.
Indeed, I have. I've raised up the pole.
Oh, wait, and you're English as well. This is the first time we've met, so I did not know that. But please welcome Chief Inspector Yo Play.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's so what an honor to be near Buckingham, by the way.
oh, thank
The
you.
Buckingham's are wonderful people. I have to tell you, though, your dick meat is way too underdone. And traditionally, of course, the butthole would be attached to the taint. And the taint, which we know is the place of flavor, would be used as something for the children to play with on the floor at the end of the meal.
Oh, you're one of those.
You seem so much classier than Rachel here. You're
no,
higher up the
Oh,
pole.
I'm on the tip of the shaft, I can tell you that. Right before the head. I'm the cheese underneath the head.
Oh, so you're about where they circumcise usually.
Yes. In fact, there was a whole population that was killed by the plague caused the royal family to circumcise the pole. Yes, until
some people
14.
got pulled off.
Oh, yes, they did, let me tell you. And when they did, they were pulled off and they removed the head, the skin, the foreskin, which was quite a chop job, let me tell you, because it was, of course, concrete. And then new people were added to the underneath of the head.
Fascinating history.
It's interesting what starts to happen when I'm around someone this posh. I start to actually kind of regress in my class, and I start to talk a little worse.
Oh, is
when
this
I'm
how you
around-
originally spoke in your area of Kensington?
No, it's not. But when you're in England, you're taught that
You just sort of take status
you
by...
take status, and he's the smegma of the pole, and you see I'm the kind of mid shaft, and so now I got to scale back the way that I talk.
She's got to get more straight. And, of course, famous song. The smegma of the pole. You're the smegma of the pole. You're the cream of the tip.
Oh, that's
great
a
song.
beautiful melody. Approximately 2 notes.
This was before they discovered the depth of sound, of course,
Oh, I
before
see.
perspective, before sound perspective.
I see.
Around the same time Chimibue was painting. It was when we were recording 2 notes, that was it. That was all every song for Henry VIII was in 2 notes.
And when they discovered E flat, if you used an E flat, you were beheaded.
That's right.
It was punishable by death.
It was called the Devil's Note. Anyway, I investigate.
Oh, so posh people say anyway. That's
of course
so
we
interesting
do.
to me.
Well, we
Well,
do.
because when you say anyway, what you're talking about is it's not this way, it's that way, it's any
Any
way.
way.
So you can
I
when
see.
you know exactly what you're going to say, you sometimes say
this way.
through way,
This way.
left way, right way,
Right way.
back way, this way. But anyway is like
Which is an
Wait.
expression of poshness
I see.
and class, because only those who can go anyway can afford to do that.
I see. So
when
in
we-
your lower
Yes.
class, you would say...
Sideways, which is an incredible film.
Oh, really? You're a film buff.
Of course I am. I wrote IMDb.
You wrote it.
Yes, I did. I started writing it in 1982, and then I finished it and published it online, and then, of course, I let the people take over.
Oh, certainly.
Did
So-
you get bored?
No, I've never been bored in my life, dear boy.
That's fun.
There's always mysteries to solve.
I wish I never got bored.
Well, you don't have to be bored. You can join me. Investigating crimes against children.
Wait, is your business?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, let me explain.
You some
to
sort
you.
of copper?
Well, I used to be a copper.
He used to be a lot of things.
I
He
was
used to do-
so many things.
You sure you don't just have a problem with commitment?
You know what they say about Geminis? Jack of all trades, master of none. Very big into astrology.
So you have a business. You're a former police officer, a bobby of some
As a
sort.
former bubby, and of course I worked many a year in Brixton, beating the heads in of the poorest of the poor.
Did
And-
Bobby Stick have all the names written real tiny, the same names as the London Pole?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bobby
My
stick.
stick, let me tell you, my bubby stick has many a name on it. Many a name. And it's blackened. It is the penis of Richard II.
Whoa!
Yes. One-
Incredible.
If you, this is very unknown in the London City Police Department, but when you receive your bobby stick, it is actually the petrified penis of one of our former rulers.
Oh my goodness.
Wow! It seems like you would run out of rulers. There's so many police
Oh
officers.
no, you go down to duchesses and dukes and
dames.
earls and dames, and of course Dame Duty Stench, one of the great fart performers in London.
A lot of people don't know that most of the dames in England are actually transgender, and we've had a long history of people being transgender.
That's so progressive of your country. That's
Well,
fantastic. I love that.
we're just obsessed with dicks. I mean, that's why we always eat, black and penis,
Yeah.
black and penis bobby stick,
Black and penis pudding.
black and penis pudding, a black and penis engagement ring.
That's right. All those things. And you only have sliced titties on Christmas.
Okay, well, so let's.
But you don't have to. I want to just say once
Yes.
again, just like my pumpkins thing, you can have it sliced tea whenever you want.
Oh, how dare you.
You know it's a tradition, but I would encourage you in June.
If you enjoy it, why not?
want it-
Great Caesar's ghost. How dare you?
Wait, was Perry White from the Daily Planet? Was he?
Yes.
He said that famously.
Of
Was
course.
he English?
Well, you don't have to be English to acknowledge Caesar's ghost.
Ah, that's
As
true.
we know, he was on season 6 of
Yes.
Too Close for Comfort.
Yes. Does Brutus, right? Does he get upset when people talk about Caesar's ghost? It's like, hey, what about me?
But you know, I've never met Brutus.
Well, he's been dead for quite a long time.
Right. So how the hell would I know,
Yes,
Scott?
I'm so sorry. Okay,
It's
let's
very interesting, Caesar's Ghost, because you talk about how you think someone's dead in every episode or something.
Definitely.
And actually, in the play Julius Caesar, Caesar is
Jewy
dead.
Caesar?
I
I love Jewy Caesar.
Jewish Caesar.
Just a cheap emperor. A cheap emperor is always trying to get a deal, huh?
always wanted his face on the penny.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what better than the penny? And always bothering his children. Say, are you going to die? Are you sick? Oh, Jewy Caesar.
Also notorious for leaving restaurants because it's cold.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And, of course, behind 9/11.
Oh, okay. Don't know about that.
What?
Excuse me.
Pardon?
All right. Let's
Yes.
get back to your business.
Anyway,
Yes, and this is the way I'd like to take it, is to
Indeed.
talk about your business. You have a private detective business.
yes, so I pose as young children online to lure predators, sexual predators,
Oh.
to arrest them. I started this business soon after I retired from the London City Police Department.
Oh, and how did you get into the business?
Well, I had a lot of time on my hands after I retired, and
Yes.
my wife is.
You'd already caught up with all the movies at that point.
I had read every movie summary on IMDb that I wrote.
Right.
Okay.
I have never
Save
seen
time.
them, but I write the summaries.
Right.
And well, my wife, of course, is no. Have you ever seen Gilbert Grape?
Yes.
What's
Of
eating
course.
Gilbert Grape or whatever?
certainly.
Yes. Well, my wife is the woman who played the mother in that film.
Oh,
Wow,
okay.
really?
Yes, but she has no arms now because of diabetes, and so
Oh, and
was.
she taught class at Rowley.
Yes, she did.
Oh, she's one of my favorite teachers.
She's a wonderful acting teacher.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, oh, she's a wonderful. I love her so much. And did she have the tube coming out of her neck and going into her ear at the time?
She
Her ear or her rear?
her ear.
Her ear.
She did, but
we
it
can't
made-
tell what
I
you're
still
saying.
don't know.
Yeah, we still,
Either one of you, I
Could you-
cannot.
her-
Oh, sometimes when you get two English people talking to each other, it kind of devolves into like a twin speak.
Yeah.
I just put the bones on it, but a pumpkin, a chimney.
Do you mean her anus or her ear canal?
I mean the anus underneath her ear canal.
Oh, I see. Okay. Hey, your friend who doesn't have any arms.
Yeah. Well, I like to call her my wife. She's not my friend. I don't love her that way.
But it's kind of a bummer. Does she never get to do the old joke about like I just flew back from New York and boy are my arms tired? That's the
Well,
one thing she doesn't get to do.
Yes, well, every week we have a crane cut open the side of the house and drag her out to an open mic night, and she does that joke.
Well, you
Oh
know,
yes, I will not rob my wife of her dignity.
Why do you need a crane? It seems like she would be able to get through a doorway easier without arms.
Absolutely not.
Well, on the bright side, she's never gonna smack her funny bone.
Okay.
You know.
You should meet my wife. Maybe you could shadow write material for
Does she ever do material at the Funny Bone and say how insensitive it is to name your business that?
Well, sometimes she does. She has done that before. She has said it's so offensive you call it the funny bone because, of course, I have no
Funny
Ah.
arms.
boneless.
I am funny boneless, and she has no bones. She is.
She has no bones.
No, I didn't tell you this. We call her the McRib of wives.
So she has what are shaped like ribs, but they're not.
Yes.
But it looks like.
So she has like a six-pack.
Yes, she has an incredible 12-pack, really. And she looks like an aerial view of the Mojave. And she is slick and sort of translucent, and she has an awful sugary skim on her.
I see.
Awful.
Well,
Well, I find it awful because I don't like too sweet. I'm more of a savory man myself. That's why I keep eyeing that dick meat.
okay. But getting back to your business.
It did, yes.
How did you ever think to yourself, I'm going to pose as children in order to lure predators?
It was very easy. It was about a month into retirement, and of course, I was posing as a child online.
So you
but-
put on a baseball cap. I saw the photo. You basically just you with the baseball cap.
Yes, it's just me with a baseball cap and a full beard
Right, and a slingshot.
and a slingshot, and I've got on little kicker pants, cut off jeans and
Okay.
bare feet.
Can I ask, why were you posing as a child online?
Well, I was trying to sell myself.
What's this now?
I am selling myself. I need to make some extra coin, a couple of extra pence to pull in the gutter. And
Right, because you're upper class, so all your money's gone.
exactly, once you're upper class, there's no money.
There's no money.
You don't trade in money anymore. Everything is property.
It's just kind of ideas and property. And,
Yes,
yeah.
it's a very, very haughty world.
I see. So you needed money for what? To like go down to the corner store and
Yes, to purchase myself some pork poppers, or to get a pack of Lucky Strikes.
oh, the most English of cigarettes.
Yes.
So
And so, I don't want to belabor this, but I would photograph
labor with a
myself.
U, I bet.
Of course, damn labor. Thank God for Brexit, I'll tell you.
Oh, okay. We don't want to get into that.
Oh, absolutely. I say we should leave everywhere.
You think we should just pack up and go to space?
Absolutely. Have you ever seen the Avenger movie?
With the Avengers? Or
Yes, there's an Avenger. And there's an Age of Ultron, was one of the films, and
he was taking the city.
yes, we
of
should do that with Jolly Old
Slakovia
England.
or something.
I mean,
all-
I've never seen a movie, but that sounds very compelling and interesting.
Launch England into space with no dome on it.
but why?
See what happens.
But why stop there at launching into space? Like, why wouldn't you want to leave the galaxy and the universe?
Well, I don't know. I think, according to Gene Roddenberry, there's a great barrier at the end of the galaxy.
Really?
Very difficult to get through unless you have Spock's half-brother Cyborg with you.
And do you?
Lawrence Luckenbill, I think he's still alive.
He wrote IMDb. He knows everybody.
He knows that's true.
I know everyone. Married to Lucille Ball's daughter.
Oh, wow.
The
okay.
Gilbert Grape lady is Lucy Ball's daughter.
How dare you? Never.
Oh
I wouldn't marry some half-Cuban.
The guy you're talking about is
He
married.
is married to-
Yes,
yes.
Lawrence Luckenbill. Not so lucky, though. I think he's dead. Now, anyway,
You were
I was
posing online.
posing, yes, so I had a couple of purchases. I went to attend to the person sexually, physically, emotionally. I showed up.
Really, full service.
Of course, a full service is the only way to go. £260 if you want it. Half hour, £140. And I would show up, knock on the door, and I'd go, "Hello there, it's me, little boy, or little girl." And I
Would you give them the choice, or would it be
Yes.
predetermined?
No, always I would slide through the mail slot a very large check. There's two boxes, boy or girl, and it, with a erasable pen. And I would put it in there and slide it
Give
back.
them the written version, and also you say it out loud. Do they
right.
have to respond to both, or will you take one?
It's
or the
like
other?
it's like a dual check system,
Yes.
So
Yeah,
it's a fail safe.
It's like launching a nuclear weapon.
So they check a box and then they answer as well verbally.
Absolutely. And if someone says, "Girl, please," and it comes back, boy, you know there's something up.
Oh, yes.
You know someone's getting a little twisted in there.
Yes.
And I certainly am going into a situation like that. But then once I get boy, girl, whichever one it is, I will enter and I go, "Ooh, could you get me an iced tea?"
This is your standard opening
Yes,
line.
could you get me a sweet tea, iced tea, anything like that?
Do you stay
Even a-
British when you go in?
Oh, no. Usually I play little Italian boy.
Oh, very good. Because I heard that most of these situations happen in the Riverside, San Bernardino area.
Yes.
So, but they don't find it strange that an Italian boy.
No,
girl,
for instance, I would come in and I'd go, "Hey, what's the matter here? I'm a little boy. If you want, put me down on this sofa, put my butt up in the air, eat me out like a flower."
Okay, I don't know. Okay.
So I might say something like that, or I might,
But this is. Let's go back to the sweet tea because you skipped way ahead.
That's the English snack I miss the most in the States, is eating pure flowers.
Yeah.
oh yes, you used to eat a bushel of roses every morning with my grandmother.
How did the thorns taste?
Oh, bitter and sharp and pointed.
Yeah, like thorns.
I don't know. I've
So-
only ever eaten them. I've never touched them.
Can I ask you, it seems like we're dwelling a lot on your life before you decided to catch the people. I'm a little more interested. I'm less interested in the prostitution part of this story, as that seems like that's maybe behind you.
Poor choice of words, my friend.
Okay.
Poor choice of word. Well, I will say this.
Yes.
So anyway, get the sweet tea, then I put my...
You'll say this, and then you just returned right back to where you previously...
Sometimes I'll dive into a giant planter and be like, ooh, what flower is there? Is that an ass flower?
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so prostitution is illegal, right?
Yes, in England it is.
We were here
as
too.
well, yeah, other than one county, I believe,
Yes.
in Nevada.
Okay.
But pornography is legal.
Wonderful.
So what if you just say,
Ow.
I'm going to give my friend some money, and
Yes.
then I'm going to have him produce a porno between me and this girl.
You need to get
and
some
then
film permits.
I'm going to give her all of my earnings for the day.
Yes.
Now it's no longer prostitution. We are doing a porno.
Anything that you film is legal.
right?
Yeah. If you film
So-
something, it's absolutely
Yes, you
legal.
can film anything.
If you film a murder, it's legal.
Absolutely. I've seen 8 millimeter.
I killed
Great
my father, but I got it on film. It was under the guise of a student film.
Oh, really?
And
What
it
did
got
he-
into Cannes.
Yes, it's a famous Buckingham
Congratulations.
murder.
Yes.
You've never seen it?
What
the
did he
famous
do?
Buckingham murder.
I
What
never
did
know.
he do? Why did you kill
The
your
sixth.
dad? Why did you kill your father? It's very
It's a straightforward question. Why did you kill your father?
Oh, it was so many. Sorry, I'm going to go back to my posh accent. It was so many nuanced reasons. He told me that I would have to go into the family business instead of pursuing my dream of acting. That I'd have to.
And what was the family business? Building palaces?
Building palaces.
oh, yeah.
And he says,
Who wants to do that?
and he said, "You're a Buckingham. You're going to build a palace. No daughter or son of mine is gonna go to Rada."
Did he have a son, or were you
Was
his
your
only
gender
child?
indeterminate at that point?
I had a head of a boy attached to me. At the time I did, and then I got
in
it removed.
addition to your female head?
Yes,
or-
yes. And I got it removed when I
When you
decided to go
decided.
to acting school. But at the time, I had a boy head. And my boy head said, "Daddy, don't bully my sister."
Wow, so he stuck up for you, but you still got him removed.
Yes,
Well,
We're pretty cold. We're a cold bunch over there on
man-
that island.
everyone for himself, each man for his own.
Guess
Right.
you were done with him.
Stiff upper lip.
so Chief Inspector,
Indeed.
let's
Your
go
plan.
from the asking of the iced tea to a hard smash cut to now you investigate these crimes.
Right. So after I finished and wiped up and left the apartment, usually with the same towel that all the ejaculate is on,
Sure.
and finally I leave. So months later, I'm arrested. Months.
But what if the guy gets away? There's so much time for him to go.
At the time,
somewhere.
you'd think so, but often they feel they're safe. At the time, of course, I was doing this for money. It was
Yes.
only afterwards that I thought to myself, these poor children are being exploited. I, playing a child, am only feeling the exploitation in the experience.
So you're feeling the exploitation that these children.
So I started a group called CLITS, which is children
Boy.
lost, insane,
Insane.
trying times.
Oh, so it's two T's.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Well, I wouldn't be offensive like that.
Okay, so children lost, insane.
Trying
times.
And then what is the S stand for?
Oh, it's a standby.
Stand by. Because
Stand by
it's
for
a-
more letters?
Because
Yes.
it's clearly a lengthy investigation.
It is
So
exactly.
stand by.
So
Right.
I have been.
Don't start till months later.
No, months later, we started the investigation. I started a private company where I pose as a child online. And then I find other children and I meet up with them.
Okay.
Okay, this
So
doesn't.
you start with the victims.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, I meet up with them and I go, you see, you don't know who's showing up.
So you encourage them to follow through with their victim status.
Exactly.
Why? Now, hold on.
Ming?
Maybe instead of this, could you just talk them out of it?
No, absolutely not. I fear, and I was raised this way. You have to sometimes you have to burn your hand on the stove to understand the power of the flame.
Okay. So you want to break the glass. You want to break the glass to get the fire extinguisher.
Of course.
You have fun
I mean,
with
unless
that,
there
though.
was a nice pillow or something, but I
Right.
don't know anyone who's come up with that idea.
Right. So you just encourage the children to? I'm trying to figure out exactly the process.
I'm a child.
You're a
I
child.
go online.
You're
and I
getting
go,
British
"Hey,"
now, Scott.
And I say,
Don't
hello.
Sorry, I'm just minor birding you guys.
And I say, hello. I loved Minor Bird. And I went online. I say, excuse me, have you heard about how you could sell your body online?
Sure.
Wait,
And
so
then-
you are introducing the idea to children who have never thought of
Oh,
doing
none
it.
of them. I reach out. I
Wait
cold
a-
call. It's cold calling. I don't
These
know
are
them.
like the Glengarry leads somehow? or-
Absolutely. Always be child exploiting.
Okay.
A, B, C, E.
Okay.
Take the D out, leave it in later.
Okay, no,
Oh my
goodness,
no,
that
this
is
is
not-
this is not a business.
It's an incredible business.
No, yeah, I'm sure it's working out for you.
It's incredible. No, you know how
No.
many children I've saved? I've saved so many
yeah,
children.
You're not saving them.
But you put them in danger in the first place.
Yes.
Once again, you're the Munchausen of this system.
Yes.
So you get the
I would
kids to
be-
agree to sell their bodies.
I get the
and then
children-
you say, haha,
After they do it,
I wasn't actually a kid.
I pick them up in a van. I drive them over to a very large abandoned concrete factory, where, of course, which is where we built the pole, which is where the same concrete that
okay,
made the British pole.
we don't need to go into the history of the factory. What?
And it was built in 12.
Dude, we don't. No, I said we don't need to.
And there's a large sub-basement, and I collect them there to keep them safe.
So a basement below the
So
basement.
below the basement.
Yes, of course, a basement, sub-basement.
When they have all that concrete, I guess they're like, let's keep going down.
Just keep. Yeah,
They
I
do.
mean,
They have unlimited concrete, and so they are in the bowels, the Roman bowels. And I have saved over 415 children so far. They're
that you
all there.
also put in harm's way. You're literally yourself. You've saved 415
that
children.
you've exploited
that
yourself.
you exploited.
They have their own civilization down now.
No, it's like a city of lost children under there.
That's a great name for it.
Oh my
You know,
goodness.
I remember writing about that.
What year did that come out?
Oh boy. Let's ballpark it and say
Ballpark it?
96 to 2006.
You're the guy who literally should know. Okay, look.
I should know.
Look, we need to take a break. Okay, I just you're.
There's 6 more children I've saved.
Oh no,
my
you're a
goodness.
terrible, terrible
He
person.
is, right now, he's on a child version of Tinder.
Oh
Yes,
no,
it's called Kinder.
Oh God. Okay, look, we need to take a break. You're awful, but can you stick around?
Of course I can.
Okay,
my dear
great.
boy.
We'll be right back with more Rachel Bloom, more Ming, and more Chief Inspector Yo Play after this.
Now tell me, where exactly did you...
Hey, we have someone returning to the show here as a sponsor, and it's actually someone that I've been using over the past couple of weeks. The widow Kulop and I have been making dinner together every night at home, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun for us. It's been delicious for us, and we've enjoyed our time together, and we've been doing it with Blue Apron. Blue Apron's so good. They deliver the food to you and you make dinner at night with you and your loved ones, your family, and they give you everything you need to do it. And the impact on the community is great. Seafood sourced sustainably under standards developed in partnership with the Monterey Bay Aquarium Seafood Watch. Beef raised humanely. Chickens free range. Pork raised naturally. Regenerative. Oh, man, there's that word again. Regenerative. Oh, why is that so hard to say? We should just say it generates often. Or again, I don't know. Regenerative farming practices are used for produce. Blue Apron can be delivered to 99% of the continental U.S. and 99.5% of food deserts. Because Blue Apron ships the exact amount of each ingredient required for a recipe, they are reducing food waste. Cooking together, though, we all know it builds strong family bonds that are regenerative. Oh, why can't I say that? Research shows that Blue Apron families cook nearly 3 times more often than non-Blue Apron families, the worst kind of families. And let me tell you about some of the meals that are available in January. We have spicy shrimp and Korean rice cakes with cabbage and furikake. I think I mispronounced it last time I talked about it because it looks like it should be Furikake, but I think it's furcake. Okay, great. I've never heard of it, but I'll love eating it. You have pork chops and garlic picado with scallion rice and spinach, mushroom and chipotle pepper enchiladas with lime sour cream. I've been eating these with Kulop, and they are delicious. Check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals for free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/CBB. You're going to love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. That's blueapron.com/CBB. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here with our old friend Ming is here, and Rachel Bloom of the of the Kensington Bloomhausen
of the Buckingham.
Buckingham.
The Buckingham. It's so nice to have my real accent back for just a moment, and then
yes.
he'll start talking, and of course
Yes.
I will regress.
And of course, Chief Inspector Gilplay is here as well.
Well, here we are yet again.
And let's get to our next guest. He's been on the show several times. He's an entrepreneur as well. He runs a candy emporium. Do you call it an emporium when it's candy?
I call it a candy company.
Oh, okay. Candy company.
It's the Gummy Bright Candy Company.
Gummy Bright Candy Company.
Yes.
Please welcome back to the show, Peter Finn.
Hello, Scott. Thank
Hello.
you for having me on.
My pleasure. This is Rachel.
Inspector Ning.
Enchanted.
Welcome, Peter.
It's great to be here. It's good to get out of the home.
Yes, it's great to see you. You run a candy company, and we've talked to you about several of your candy
That's right.
ideas over the
You
years.
probably know best our chewy boos, our gummies shaped as ghosts.
Oh, I see. Now, when I hear chewy booze, I
Right.
think, oh, wow, it's like tequila, but I get to chew on it. That sounds great to me. It's like Jello shots.
Some people think it's a gum.
I would think it's a chewy significant other.
You would. Is that
Yes.
what you call your armless wife?
Of course, I go, hey, boo, how's it hanging? And then I go all over the place because you've got large skin flaps.
Okay, so you don't let her answer.
No, never. I've sewn her mouth shut.
You've sewn her mouth shut.
How does she do open mics then?
I take her out with
She
the
like a
crane.
prop comic?
No, yes, if she's an incredible prop comic, but I take, right before she gets on stage, I take a knife and whoop, cut the hole open again. Never really heals.
So she's an incredible prop comic with no arms.
She just my left foots him?
Wow.
Does it get
course.
bloody on stage for her?
It can. It can. It depends on where the healing is.
Does the audience respond well to something like that?
Well, in our culture is very different. We enjoy a darker type of humor.
All right, yeah.
So,
Docker?
yes.
It's true. We like blood.
Darker.
We like blood sport. I mean,
Dockers.
really, English people. All you have to do is show them a pool of blood, and it'll run on the BBC for 8 seasons.
Yes, we love Jean-Claude Van Damme
Yeah.
in Bloodsport,
Yes.
and of course, we love blood itself.
Okay. Well, Peter, can you tell us what you're up to now, Dave?
Well, we're sort of putting out our new line of Valentine's Day.
Valentine's
candies.
Day is coming up in now 2 weeks.
Right. Well, you have to get a jump on it. We're late to getting our candies into the store.
Right, yes.
Yeah, for us, Valentine's Day, you're just thinking about it like, oh, I'm early, but for the candy guy, this is late
It's
in
very
the game,
late. I've been
right?
distracted, of course.
Why? What's been going on?
Of course, I'm still looking for my wife,
Oh, right. We talked about her on a previous episode. You still haven't found her?
Maggie Wells.
Maggie Wells, yes.
Maggie Wells.
Are you
Where
calling
have
her
you
right now?
Going into a reverie. He's sort of
There was the girl,
he sort of sings
the
his
love of
yeah.
my life.
Okay, but please, Peter.
She brightened my day,
Okay.
so I made her my wife.
Yes, Peter, we got all of this information out.
Maggie Wells.
Yes, Maggie Wells, we know all that. Snap is it here?
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I got hey, Bear. Hey, wake up. Wake up.
There. There.
Sometimes I'll fall asleep and sing.
Yeah, no, you're not asleep. You're literally just staring off into space
I
and
was
going
thinking
into
of my life.
a solo song. Okay, so
We've got a new candy coming out. It's it's a heart. It's sugary sweet. It's covered in romantic words. It's a
doing it again.
Valentine's tree.
Right. Okay. What exactly? is it?
$8.99
$8.99
for a package of 3.
three.
My
People
per
say
candy?
it's expensive, but it's very good candy.
Now, the sayings on the heart, are they like a fortune cookie? Are there questions? Are they all statements? What
Some
is
of them
it?
just say boo.
Oh, hey there, Boo.
We didn't have room for hay there. It's just boo.
It just
Wait,
says
these are
Boo.
tiny candies that are $3 a piece?
They're smaller than the hearts with writing on it that you're thinking of.
Are they smaller than a human heart?
Much smaller. There's probably a little bigger than a human heart cell.
A human heart cell.
So microscopic.
Yes.
Right.
Practically.
It's almost a novelty to buy them.
Oh, I see. So that's why they're so expensive, is because you're using technology that
Right.
shrinks down. You're selling literal like cells.
Exactly.
Wow, that is fascinating.
I just want to clarify then. You take something large, put it in a shrinking machine, and then shrink it to just above the size of a normal heart cell.
Right.
Okay.
It's a shrinking technology.
It's a shrinking machine, exactly.
Oh, I could use
Exactly
that to
right.
look more like a child.
Yes.
Don't go too small or no one would see you. You'd fall between the keys of your...
I've seen the Incredible Shrinking Woman,
Can I ask why?
Sorry.
Why not just
Also, inner space.
Lily Tomlin.
why not just sell the shrinking technology?
Because then people could make their own candies. And I need to sell them at the highest price.
You'll sell this for millions, if not billions.
But I've already set the price at $8.99.
No, I'm not talking about the candy.
No, not the
You're going to
candy.
sell the technology for
You
billions.
don't know how candy stores work. You set a price first and then you give them a product.
Oh my goodness.
It is true. That is the way candy
It's an
stores
old
work.
way of doing it, Scott, and it doesn't make any sense.
Okay, no,
But I needed to set the price high because I'm saving that money to find my wife.
What is the money going to pay for to find your wife?
Inspectors, and I was maybe thinking,
Well,
Yo
I
Plate
think
might
I
help
had
me
my
out.
Monica?
I don't know. Do you think finding your wife would benefit from an inspector who dresses up like a child?
I'll try anything.
Is your wife a child bride?
No, she's my age.
Okay.
50 on the dot.
50.
Wait, today's your birthday?
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you
birthday.
so much. I thought the balloon tied to my belt would have
Oh,
given it away. But
Well, I have so many things tied to me that
yeah,
I
we
think
just
people
assumed it was your
well,
one
I
possession.
think your belt is distracting from my birthday belt.
I apologize.
Birthday
I thought you
balloon
maybe
belt.
had a greater mass than most human beings and used the balloon to counterbalance Earth's gravity.
That's impossible.
I
too.
know why you would assume that because I'm a candy salesman and
Of course.
you would think I eat my product.
Yeah.
I'm sort of falling into English too.
I was going to say, I would say more so your actual subatomic density is deeper, not just your weight.
Oh,
Wait,
Ow!
somebody
you!
just
Take
banged
that,
their
son.
I'm
knees.
so upset about this. Oh. So what would your process be if you were trying to find his wife?
Well, of course, as you know, Scott, my wife rolled away on a tire.
Oh, that's right,
In a
yes.
tire off of Pheasant Hill.
Does she have arms and legs?
She did when I saw her roll away.
Yeah,
a
we can't
fun way
assume
to go.
anything.
That's a fun way to go. I want to say this. I'm sorry for your pain, but if you're going to visually lose your wife,
Yeah.
that's a fun way.
There's so
to
many times
do
when
it.
a loved one, we lose a loved one, and the circumstances of that make us go, oh, I hope they're not in pain, or I hope their last days weren't horrific. And that it just sounds fun.
I mean,
Yes.
pulling myself out of the situation, it is funny. I could imagine if you lost a wife falling off a boat. That's not very funny. Or flying away like a bird is not funny. But rolling in a giant tire
yeah,
is funny.
it's very, very,
So
very
much
funny.
more fun than the way Goldie Hawn went.
Wait a minute.
She ended up going overboard.
She went overboard for sure.
That's right.
Now,
What year was that?
that would be 1988.
Ah, thank you very much.
Excellent.
What does IMDb stand for, by the way?
It stands for
Insane?
Insane. Movies. Dame. Barbara.
Insane movies, Dame Barbara.
Is Barbara
and this was,
your wife?
Yes, my wife Barbara, and I wrote this as a tribute to her.
I see.
And when she got diabetes and had to have her arms removed because she had hand blindness, you see. And when she
Yes.
could no longer see with her hands, we chopped her arms off. I did it at home. And ever since then, we've had a great relationship.
Insane movies, Dame Barbara.
That's right. But I would look for your wife.
She rolled away
Oh.
right out of town.
There might be a clue here.
Is she married to a rich man? Is she dating
Were
a
you-
clown?
Were you close to the border of the town, or did you watch her roll for a really long time?
That's a great point. If you were in the epicenter of the town, like at
Yeah.
Town Square, where there was like a gazebo or something like that, that is a long time
That's
to
a
watch
r-
someone roll.
Maggie Wells.
Oh, he's still.
Maggie Well,
Okay, we got to get him out of here.
Well, I'm sorry. Was I singing again?
You were singing again, yeah.
Now, here's a clue. Her last name is Wells. So the first thing as an investigator that I would do would I be checking every well in the neighborhood. People tend to gravitate towards their own
names.
last names.
That's
yes.
how, I mean, we all got our last names because our ancestors were whatever our surname actually
That's
is.
exactly it.
when
I
I
was
went-
born in a yogurt factory.
I remember when as a boy I went missing and my parents found me on the back of a shark.
Right, because your name is Finn. Did she keep her maiden name to be classy, or?
Yeah, she wanted to sort of stick it to me.
I see. Okay. Maybe she's not missing. Maybe she.
No, it was just right before our wedding we got into a fight about napkin folding, and she said, "Well, I'm not taking your last name." I said, "Fine."
Napkin
At least
folding?
I get to do my triangular-shaped napkins.
Oh, triangular shape. Everyone knows a square with a pocket in the center is classier.
Yes. Well, so
You mean the napkins that when you unfold them, they have a pocket in them to drop
Yes.
food into?
Of course, yes. I mean
Save
what
it.
they call kangaroo napkins. They
Yes.
have
Right, right.
a little
A
secret pouch to spit your food up into.
Can I ask you, Peter? Do you want to talk about new candy, or do you want to talk about finding your wife? I can't tell exactly
Well-
what you came here to speak about.
I've sort of talked about the candy that
You've
we have.
already okay. So that is
It's
the
the
one
hearts.
product that you have. Okay,
It's the
so
hearts.
Small release, huh?
we've exhausted.
It's like an Apple off-season release where there's just like one computer, like a new MacBook Air.
Well, we still have the sticky sticks out there, and the chewy boos, and
Sure.
the rocket pop
Right.
zappers.
Okay. So we've exhausted the candy.
But with the
part of
rocket pop zappers are in sour now.
it.
Oh,
Okay. Fine.
sour apple.
All right. Well.
I saw that you premiered N&Ns.
yeah. What are those? These are like off-brand M&Ms.
Yeah.
We got one of the old M&M printing machines,
Right.
But then you changed
but it
the
was
letter.
broken. It was
N&N.
slightly
okay.
broken.
So you
Oh,
were
it's
trying
broken.
to actually make M&Ms.
Right.
But it just came out N&N.
We were gonna sell bootleg M&Ms. And to fix one of those M&M printing machines, it costs more than $8.99.
Well, but you somehow developed a technology to shrink matter. So you got the budget for this R&D, but you don't have the budget to fix
Define
an
R&D.
M&M machine.
Research and development.
But
Come on.
you do not have the budget to fix an M&M font.
We spent a lot of money on that shrinking machine.
How much did you spend on it?
The shrinking machine?
Yes.
To buy or repair. 'cause
Wait, you
we-
bought it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you don't own this technology.
Well, we had an R&D department to figure out how to get one of those.
Oh, wait. So when you say you bought it, you just hired R&D people. You own this technology.
Well, it's one way of putting it.
Yeah, the only way of putting it.
My boy, you're quite an enigma.
Have you thought about using it just since you don't want to sell it, maybe just on the weekends when the factory is closed, like to shrink cancer cells or something?
Yeah.
Like just
I don't have cancer.
Well, no,
Okay,
but
it's not all about you.
not your cancer, but like all the other people.
People would rather have smaller cancer.
Yes.
That's just as deadly.
Exactly. In fact, much like a scorpion, the smaller the cancer, the more deadly.
Okay, well, that's a good reason not to shrink.
Ming, I have thought of that before. My reservation is, what if I miss and shrink the person and the cancer stays big?
I guess how do you shrink the cancer without shrinking the person?
This is what the great binary relationship between humanity and cancer is.
Of course. Look, Peter, I apologize, but we're running out of time.
That's fine. It gives me more time to get out of here and look for big tire tracks.
Well, there would only be one.
Yes.
Wait, did another large tire roll along with your wife?
Well, the teens that she was hanging out with
Teens?
would roll down.
That's
Don't
sad.
get so excited.
Yes. Tell me about these
No,
teens.
no. We
Were
don't
they
have time
sweaty?
to talk.
Were they wet? Did they have feather hair?
We don't have time to talk about the teens. We have time for one more feature on the show, and that's a little something called plugs.
Scotty, you've been filling up my inbox, listing all the things that you want me to do. I can fly down to Los Angeles, I'll pack a bag and bring the loot, and Daisy Dukes and wear those rubber boots you told me to include. I set my tiny little butt on your lap and sing plugs.
Oh, yes, that was Bucks and Plugs by Face Like Thunder. Okay, guys, I'm going to ask you, Chief Inspector Yoplay, what do you have to
Yes.
plug?
Well, I, of course, have many things to plug in my sub-basement, but
Oh, dear.
There is a wonderful comedian, a man of great talent, and he is more than just a Trump impersonation, although I doubt it for the next 8 years. And he has an incredible album.
Really pessimistic.
Oh, it's dark world.
The 8 part of it.
Yes, oh yes, oh yeah. I believe we've all gone over the cliff. But he has an incredible album that's made about 10 sales, and I want an 11th on iTunes called Trump versus Bernie, the album.
Oh, that's right. Our old friend James Adomian is on that
Yes,
as
a
well.
brilliant, hysterical man named James Adomian. And I mean hysteria in the sense of screaming.
And a woman screaming.
In a woman, it is as a woman shrieking. And of course you can
Men
always...
don't scream.
No, they don't scream. They bellow.
They bellow, yes.
Bellow, and
Exactly.
women, the
And that's
ladies
it.
scream.
You can find him online on Twitter. Just figure it out.
Just figure it out. Okay, great. Rachel, what are you plugging?
Well, other than plugging up your bathroom,
Yes, you've been taking quite a few trips.
Yes, if I seem to have been conspicuously absent from parts of this
Dropping out of
radio
large
show,
parts of the...
large parts. I have been having what the Americans call shit attacks.
Well, you have been eating so many prunes. You just sit there and
Yeah,
you just gobble
it's very-
prunes.
I love them.
Mm-hmm.
They go really well with
the
a blackened dick. So
yes.
but I truly have been leaving to just really take the worst dumps of my life in your bathroom. So I apologize.
So other than that,
to
though...
the janitorial staff.
You are low on the London pole, very low.
Very low.
I'm mid-
You
I'm
could eat
mid-shaft.
that tent. Could I have it?
What?
Oh, you could eat that tent, or could I have
Oh,
it?
you can have the taint. You are dressed as a boy, so it's meant for you to play with and eat.
Indeed. For now, freshens the breath. Old restaurant trick, like parsley.
Cleanse the palate.
So yes,
I'm on this
there's
television.
that.
I'm on this television program called Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and the season finale is
Season 2 finale this Friday.
is this Friday. We'll be coming
9
back
p.m. on the CW.
9 p.m. on the CW. Shortly, seasons 1 and 2 will all be available on Netflix.
Season 1 is already available.
It's
I saw
already
it the other
available.
day. And,
Oh.
and
Yes.
Season 2 will be there in a scant week, according to Ringo.
Exactly.
A Ringo's week.
A Ringo's.
Yes.
Yes.
Whether
Great.
you like it or not, it's going to be there.
Yes, exactly. And
You can't contact Netflix and say,
No.
hey, I don't want this
If you
on
do,
Netflix.
they will not take that email
Okay,
seriously.
You said Ringo 3 times.
Oh, God!
Ringo,
You're here!
Cuckoo ring, hey, ding ding. How are ya?
Cuckoo karinga ding ding.
That's a new one I'm working on.
Did I mention
Do a second draft.
Oh, of course I will, when I'm working at the train station.
My
Oh,
keychain has a genie bottle. I forgot to tell you.
Oh, okay.
But it's a Ringo genie
If you
bottle.
say Ringo 3 times, then you show up.
Oh, welcome to
Everyone
the show.
loves
I've,
me.
I have so many
oh
questions.
my God! Oh, Ringo, I'm such a fan. I'm such a
Thank
fan of
you.
your iambic pentameter work.
Will
love it.
you autograph something for me? I know you said
Absolutely.
you wouldn't
Your
do that
tits,
anymore.
what do you want?
I know you said you wouldn't do that.
No,
Peace and
I
love.
won't. No more peace and love, but I'll write violence and hate on you.
Okay, thank you.
On his body?
On your body only.
Okay, so Crazy Ex-Girlfriend season finale. Oh, it
Bye.
wait, he disappeared,
Bye.
then said bye.
Yes, he's back in the bottle.
So Crazy Ex-Girlfriend season finale this Friday.
Whether
It's a
you
great
like it or
show.
not, yes.
I'm a big fan. Don't contact the CW or
Can't
Netflix.
stop it. You cannot stop
Yeah,
it.
you
from
can't say it's
happening.
going to happen.
They say the poster says unstoppable, or it should.
Yes, and FYC.
Oh, what does that mean?
It means for your awards consideration.
Oh, I see.
Yes, if I don't, I am only doing
I thought you were
this-
saying like "fuck you, cock" or something
Oh,
like to me.
yeah.
Oh, I thought fuck you, cunt.
Well, that's in Britain. That means something
I'm
different.
back out, by the way.
Wait, I couldn't tell if this was Yo Play or Ringo.
Oh, no, we're totally different.
Was that Ringo or was that Yo Play?
It's me, you play.
Okay.
I think Ringo has inhabited your play. He has taken over his body.
Yes, I'm never going back into the belt.
It's like a dead man situation. All right, Ming, what do you have to plug here?
I just want to ask when you merge lanes, because they're doing road work and they had the big the big arrow, the light up
Yeah.
arrow, like merge lane.
Yeah, merge and go,
When
yeah.
they finally done with all the road work, I would like to request to use these arrows for something to help society.
Right, because they're only one day a year.
Right,
And then
right.
they're just sitting around in a warehouse.
Like put them by a struggling business,
so that it points to it.
Or maybe we can start to shame people, point at their house, people that don't pull over
Right.
for a fire truck or something.
Or maybe we could like find missing children with them and like point the arrow at a child.
Or have an arrow that leads them children to a sub-basement where they can live in their own society and make their own rules.
No. Peter, what do you have to plug?
There's a podcast I've been enjoying on Howl FM, the Questions for Lennon.
Oh, for John Lennon. That's Ringo's friend.
Yeah, I know. When he was here, I was so starstruck to even see him.
Right, because you're such a big fan of this podcast.
Right.
It's a Howl exclusive.
That's right.
Questions for Lennon, John Lennon, who's been on the show many times.
Yeah, it's basically him answering advice questions.
Great.
It's a lot of fun.
We're good friends.
Also, if you...
You're back. You're back.
We're great friends. We recorded together, and I was friends with Paul at the same
Hey,
time.
I have a question. Ringo, will you give John back his guitar? The one with the skeleton finger whammy bar?
Oh, sure. I've been waiting to give it back to him.
Well, God, please do.
I have to email into the show and tell them.
He keeps promising to play, but you have his guitar.
Well, I would like him to say to me himself that he's still alive.
The way he tells it, he sees you all the time.
He sees you all the time.
I mean, he sees me all the time, but he hasn't said he's alive yet to me.
Oh, that's been the holdup?
He's never actually confirmed it.
Wait, you've assumed he's a ghost?
Of course I do. I assume.
Much like Rachel?
Oh, I think Rachel's a ghost. I think Phoebe's a ghost.
All right.
Just like Tony Shalhoub.
All right, let's see. I want to plug. Of course, I have the Netflix special that I co-directed with Akiva Schaffer on February 7th. Michael Bolton's Big Sexy Valentine's Day will be on. That's special guests Maya Rudolph and Sarah Silverman, Randall Park, Michael Sheen, Andy Samberg, Yorma Taccone, Eric Andre. So many great people on it. Check that out on Netflix. February 7th. And also, this is something that I really want to talk about. Let's see.
I feel like half of those people were on there, and the rest of you were just making up.
I was making up a lot of them. Let's see. Our good friend Harris Whittles. You all remember Harris Whittles.
Yes.
On February 21st in Houston, Harris is being named the 2017 Distinguished Alumnus for the High School of the Performing and Visual Arts, and info can be found at harristribute.com, and there's going to be a formal celebration and a fundraiser for the school to celebrate him. And if you're in Houston, please consider attending. But if you can't, my Earwolf co-founder Jeff Ulrich has offered to match any donations made for the school in Harris's name, dollar for dollar, up to $5,000. So if you donate 10, he'll donate 10. And I honestly want to make him donate the entire $5,000. So this is a great school, a great event. It would be great if you want to contribute. Go to harristribute.com, enter the amount you'd like to donate in the donate box where it says my donation is in honor of. Please put Jeff Match so that we can make sure to double your donation. And thank you so much for that. All right, let's close up the old plug bag.
I'm talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags. I'm talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags. I'm talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags. I'm talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags.
All right, guys, thank you so much for coming. This has been a fun way to close out Janny Doggy, and really, and it's certainly not February.
You're welcome.
And thank you, Ming. Thank you so much for dropping by.
You're welcome.
You said that as if like no one else is saying it. You're the first person who's gotten the chance to say it.
I am saying it as a person who was not made a fool of today. I am saying
you're so concerned with that.
Do not try to make me look like a fool.
I'm not ever trying to do that. Peter, thank you so much
Thanks for having me. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Rachel, thank you so much for dropping by. Great to have you on the show for the first time.
So
Please
wonderful.
come back if you're ever across the pond again.
Oh, yes. Oh, and Ming just handed me a Rubik's Cube from
Oh.
his keychain.
My
Yes, I
gosh.
did, because I thought now that show's over, you might want something for your hands to do.
Right. Okay. And Chief Inspector Yoplait,
Capital,
just
capital.
terrible, terrible person.
Oh, I don't.